Hi, everybody. This is Katherine Metcalf. I'm a professional astrologer, intuitive, and tarot card reader and teacher. And I apologize that I've been off for a week because I have this fabulous witches ball every year on Halloween to celebrate spirit and women and, all that good stuff and all the fun of Halloween. And it was an awesome party. I had a great time. And but at the end of it, I was actually going down the stairs to do a little cleaning up, and I took a tumble. So basically, tit over tail, did a somersault, which I haven't done since I was, 4 or 5 years old. I wasn't good at gymnastics then, and I'm not good at it now. So I ended up breaking my shoulder and little pinky, and got some big bumps on my head. So now I'm all black and blue and quite scary looking. So on my face, the whole right side of my face is black and blue. And my shoulder, obviously, and arm is needing some rest. So instead of scaring you, I thought I would just show you a beautiful picture of this poster that I have behind me all the time from my sweet friend, Stephanie Campbell. And I love it. It honors, all four of the elements, the air, earth, fire, and water. So since this is about astrology, I wanted to start with that first. So one of the things I did want to point out was the day that I took my fall. I do readings for people all the time. And along with doing them for everybody else, I also print out my own horoscope for the year. And now I don't read it religiously every single day. Maybe that's one of the messages with this situation I find myself in, that I do need to read it every day, because I actually took the time to read my horoscope after I fell. And my horoscope that day, I had Mars square Mercury, which was from October 20th to the 24th. And Mars, as you know, is physical energy and anger and motivation and movement. And Mercury is, how we're thinking. So, initially I would look at that and think, well, we might be angry about something. We could have some verbal battles. But I took the time to actually read my horoscope. And on the 21st is the day that I fell. So it falls into this timeline. And my horoscope that day says, you are quite impatient and easily frustrated and inclined to move about too quickly and abruptly, which can cause accidents. Unless you slow your pace down a bit, this time period can be quite a headache. So that proved to be true. So here's my x-ray of there's my impatience right there. So I was in a rush to get down the stairs and start cleaning up. And the universe stepped in and said, hold your horses, girl, you need to slow down. So that is my right shoulder, and it's missing my shoulder bone there. So it actually moved forward in front of my collarbone. So since that, it has been placed, put back into place, which is a great thing. And I'm grateful for that. I had a wonderful doc who just kind of gently popped it back into place. So that's great. But just waiting to hear if I need if I need surgery or if, physical therapy and rest is going to heal it. So I'm praying for the latter. All right. So this last week in October, here is the chart for this last week in October. And as you can see, we still have the sun opposing Uranus. And it's actually conjunct Venus, retrograde Venus as well. So here's the sun, and Uranus is down here at the bottom of the chart in the blue. So we're continuing to see that energy go on. And the sun is our identity, and Uranus is sudden and unexpected energy. So, which I definitely experienced this past week. But we also have on October 27th and 28th, the sun is actually sextile to Saturn, which is helping us to be productive. So that's a good thing. Mercury is going to be conjunct Jupiter on the 29th, and pointing to possibly another big news story. I know this past weekend in general, past week, I mean, has just been insane with all the bad news going around. I mean, we had that horrible massacre of the synagogue in Pittsburgh. And we had all the pipe bombs being sent out by the Trump fanatic to all the Democrats. Clearly, it's time for us to come together as a nation and stop this horrible divisiveness that is going on. So I'm hoping whatever news story we experience today is about one coming together and not separating all of us again. Retrograde Venus is also conjunct the sun, which can place women in a place of power, which is always a good thing. And then on Halloween, Venus is going to be opposing, on Halloween, Venus will be opposing and conjunct the sun, on Halloween, Venus will be opposing Uranus. So expect some big surprises in your love life. So I just want to give you a heads up that a surprise can be a good thing. Okay, so don't be afraid. It could be wonderful news. It could be exciting. But it's definitely going to be a change as your love life has been going. Okay, so we've all been given that opportunity this past month with the moons, new moon and full moon, about looking at our relationships and trying to decide basically if they're worthy of us. So, it could be a decision that you come to that maybe it's not the right person, or, maybe you're just going to take time to honor yourself more. So I decided to choose this week from this beautiful deck by Colette Baron Reed, and it's called The Map. And I love Colette's work. She's very, psychological and very deep energy. And so as I was getting this deck out, this one card did not want to come out. So it, of course, caught my attention. And it is the 3, and it's the Wizard of Awareness. But he came in upside down. So I'm going to read this for you, and we'll see what message we have for this week. The Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience. Step back, take your energy away from your situation, and focus on gratitude for the ever-changing conditions of life. Well, that speaks to me this week, and also speaks to the energy that we'll be experiencing on Halloween. Are you perhaps trying to control the outcome of something because you don't trust in the highest good? If so, meditate, be still, and your answer will come without any effort on your part. Be a neutral observer, and you'll see how this moment is but a small marker on the map of your life's journey. All right. And this card, it's beautiful. Just remember that you've got the light. You've got the light, friends, in your hands. So take time to slow down and listen to your inner knowledge. All right. I hope that you'll tune in again next week, when I'll be going into more detail about what's coming up astrologically in the month of November. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, make a comment. And you can also reach me over on Facebook at astrologer Katherine Metcalf. All right, I'll have an awesome week.